Love in the morning and love 101. So come get inspired with Jucal Dyer. Love in the morning and love 101. So come get inspired with Jucal Dyer. Turn the radios up. Make sure your body on board. A spiritual start in your morning. It's alright, just wake up. No Satan have a couple plan, but that just get shake up. So if a positive you're in good, don't touch the dial, you're listening to love in the morning and love 101. So come get inspired with Jucal Dyer. Love in the morning and love 101. So come get inspired with Jucal Dyer. And love 101. So come get inspired with Jucal Dyer. Love in the morning and love 101. So come get inspired with Jucal Dyer. Come on in. Love in the morning and love 101. So come get inspired with Jucal Dyer. Love in the morning and love 101. So come get inspired with Jucal Dyer. Turn the radios up. Make sure your body on board. A spiritual start in your morning. It's alright, just wake up. No Satan have a couple plan, but that just get shake up. So if a positive you're in good, don't touch the dial, you're listening to love in the morning and love 101. So come get inspired with Jucal Dyer. Love in the morning and love 101. So come get inspired with Jucal Dyer. And love 101. So come get inspired with Jucal Dyer. Love in the morning and love 101. So come get inspired with Jucal Dyer. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're listening to Love 101, the family station. Good morning, one and all. We're now inside Love in the Morning here on the number one gospel station in Jamaica, Love 101 FM. Good morning, everybody locked and loaded to my show right now. Good morning to you. Love in the morning and love 101. So come get inspired with Jucal Dyer. This is the day that the Lord hath made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. We're standing on top of our grave and we're in the land of the living. For that we give God thanks. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? Make sure your body on board. A spiritual start in your morning. It's alright, just wake up. No Satan have a couple plan, but that just get shake up. So if a positive you're in good, don't touch the dial, you're listening to love in the morning and love 101. So come get inspired with Jucal Dyer. Love in the morning and love 101. So come get inspired with Jucal Dyer. For those listening on the FM band 101.1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, good morning to you. If you're driving, walking, rowing the boat, wherever you are, good morning to you. You're on your way to work, getting ready for work, or already at work. Good morning, good morning. Good morning to all my nurses, doctors, barbers, vendors, teachers. Good morning to you, all students doing CXC and CAPE. Good morning. The spirit of excellence is upon you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday, Worship Wednesday here on Love 101, the family station. It's May 17. Oh my goodness, May are done. May done. Not even May are done. May is done. May is over. Oh, by the time you blink 2 times, boops. May done. Wow, it's May 17. And you know what that means? It's inching closer to my birthday. Sorry, I'm so excited. My birthday is July 2nd. So put it down on your calendars. Yeah, man, it's International Jucal Day on that day. Yeah, man. It's Global Jucal Day. July 2nd. Yeah, man. July 2. Yeah, man. Put it on your calendars. And don't forget it. Anyway, it's now time for the morning coffee pick-me-up devotional. Let me just say good morning to those listening live on Facebook and YouTube right now. To those who are on my WhatsApp line, 876-997-3125. That is 876-997-3125. You can message me throughout the show. Good morning to Auntie Yvonne, Andrew Montague, Charmaine Griffith, Sandra Graham. Good morning. Sonia White, good morning to you. Elaine Carr, good morning. Good morning, Brianna Mitchell, Vetta Brown. Good morning, good morning. It's now time for the morning coffee devotional, and today's topic we're gonna be, well, before I tell you that, have you downloaded the Love 101 FM app? If not, you go to your Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and download it today. You can also go to www.love101.org to listen live. All right, today's devotion topic is kindness to everyone. And the scripture reference is Luke 10, verse 36. Again, the topic is kindness to everyone, and the scripture reference is Luke 10, verse 36. I just want to say happy belated birthday to my uncle Patrick. Patrick Brissett, happy belated birthday to you. And also want to say happy belated birthday to Auntie Claudia. Auntie Claudia, pick up yourself, and happy belated birthday to you. Also to Avriel Douglas Campbell. Happy belated birthday. Her birthday was yesterday. I saw her last night at Edna, and she dolly right down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You dolly down. Yeah, man, that was Avriel yesterday. So big up yourself, Avriel, on your 22nd birthday. Watch 22. It's not bad. Happy belated birthday, and I hope that your day was amazing. All right. But it's now time for the devotion. So grab your tea, your coffee, your syrup, your ginger, your mint tea, lemongrass, whatever you're going to be having today, and let's jump straight into our devotion. Again, the topic is kindness to everyone, and the scripture reference is Luke 10, verse 36. Kindness to everyone. Luke 10, verse 36 says, "Which of these 3 do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of the robbers?" Again, which of these 3 do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers? Here endeth a portion of God's holy word. We honor it by saying, thanks be to God. Jesus' parable about the Good Samaritan has inspired many people throughout the centuries to act with kindness towards others, especially those who may be different from them or who are even their enemies. In Jesus' day, the Jews and Samaritans detested each other, and Jesus taught this parable partly as a lesson about caring for people whom we think of as enemies. Ultimately, this story teaches that everyone around us is a neighbor whom God calls us to love just as he loves them, without strings attached. We are reminded to show the kindness of God to everyone and to reach out to people who are hurting. Though we might not encounter a situation like the one Jesus describes here, we all have opportunities to be kind. We all have an opportunity to be kind. We may be rushing off to class, hurrying off to work, or going about our busy day, and we can be so focused on the task at hand that we can miss seeing an opportunity to be kind and to care for someone. But when we are in step with the Spirit who lives within us, we find that the Spirit helps us notice such things. The Spirit sees and hears the brokenness and hurts around us. The Spirit helps us to discern that person needs a kind word or that person needs a random act of kindness. So, the question I face you with today is simple. Will you listen or will you be too busy doing your own things? So again, let's personalize that question. So, will I listen or will I be too busy doing my own things? Think about it today. What will your answer be? Will you listen or will you be too busy rather doing your own things? I'd advise you to listen. Because it says when you are in step with the Spirit who lives within you, you find that the Spirit helps you to notice when somebody needs a kind word, needs a hug, needs something, random act of kindness, something. The Spirit will always hint it to you. And once you obey, you will never go wrong. You will never go wrong. Once you obey that still small voice. And sometimes, you doubt that voice. Say, boy, God, is that you? But listen, when you spend time with Him, you'll know. You'll know when He's talking to you. So, let kindness be your mantra today. Let kindness be what you lead with today. Kindness to everyone. You always have an opportunity to be kind to somebody. So whatever you're doing today, I urge you today to do a random act of kindness for somebody. It doesn't have to be monetary. It can be an act of service. You can help them with something. You can do something for somebody. Let's just spread kindness. Be kind to everybody. Let's just spread love and joy across this world, across this nation today. All right? There we have it. That's the end of our devotion for today. Today's nugget, let me leave that with you. Today's nugget says, how do we change the world? One random act of kindness at a time. And this nugget is by Morgan Freeman. So again, how do we change the world? One random act of kindness at a time. Morgan Freeman. All right, so do something for somebody. Help somebody in some situation. Help them to do something. Help an elderly person cross the road. Help a blind person to cross the road. Something that is just a random act of kindness that they won't even expect. So yeah. And that's the end of our devotion for today. Coming up next, we have Through the Bible with Love. Today's reading comes to us from Ezekiel 5. And Through the Bible with Love is brought to you by the Open Bible Standard Churches of Jamaica. And they are encouraging us to read our Bibles each and every day. So we throw to Through the Bible with Love after this message.
Partners Interventional Center of Jamaica has experienced cardiologists and the latest technology to diagnose and treat all your heart needs. 876-613-0165. The time by PICJ is
6:15. Today's reading comes to us from Ezekiel 5.
Now, son of man, take a sharp sword and use it as a barber's razor to shave your head and your beard. Then take a set of scales and divide up the hair. When the days of your siege come to an end, burn a third of the hair inside the city. Take a third and strike it with the sword all around the city, and scatter a third to the wind, for I will pursue them with drawn sword. But take a few hairs and tuck them away in the folds of your garment. Again, take a few of these and throw them into the fire and burn them up. A fire will spread from there to the whole house of Israel. This is what the sovereign Lord says. This is Jerusalem, which I have set in the center of the nations with countries all around her. Yet in her wickedness, she has rebelled against my laws and decrees more than the nations and countries around her. She has rejected my laws and has not followed my decrees. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says. You have been more unruly than the nations around you and have not followed my decrees or kept my laws. You have not even conformed to the standards of the nations around you. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I myself am against you, Jerusalem, and I will inflict punishment on you in the sight of the nations. Because of all your detestable idols, I will do to you what I have never done before and will never do again. Therefore, in your midst, parents will eat their children, and children will eat their parents. I will inflict punishment on you and will scatter all your survivors to the winds. Therefore, as surely as I live, declares the sovereign Lord, because you have defiled my sanctuary with all your vile images and detestable practices, I myself will shave you. I will not look on you with pity or spare you. A third of your people will die of the plague or perish by famine inside you. A third will fall by the sword outside your walls, and a third I will scatter to the winds and pursue with drawn sword. Then my anger will cease, and my wrath against them will subside, and I will be avenged. And when I have spent my wrath on them, they will know that I, the Lord, have spoken in my zeal. I will make you a ruin and a reproach among the nations around you, in the sight of all who pass by. You will be a reproach and a taunt, a warning and an object of horror to the nations around you, when I inflict punishment on you in anger and in wrath, and with stinging rebuke. I, the Lord, have spoken. When I shoot at you with my deadly and destructive arrows of famine, I will shoot to destroy you. I will bring more and more famine upon you and cut off your supply of food. I will send famine and wild beasts against you, and they will leave you childless. Plague and bloodshed will sweep through you, and I will bring the sword against you. I, the Lord, have spoken.
Thank you for listening to our Bible reading for this time, which came to us from Ezekiel 5 through the Bible with Love, was brought to you by the Open Bible Standard Churches of Jamaica, and they are encouraging us to read our Bible each and every single day. All right, so that's the end of that. Coming up next, we have Under the Law, and Under the Law is brought to you on Wednesdays by the Bank of Jamaica, building an inclusive economy.
Under the law. Know your rights and how the laws of Jamaica can help you defend those rights. Under the law.
Brought to you today by the Bank of Jamaica, building an inclusive economy.
Whether you're a small farmer, street vendor, big investor, every entrepreneur, got to wise up about your money. You have to make sure say your money secure. When you need to grow, you have access to more.
Financial inclusion means that individuals and businesses have access to useful and affordable financial products and services that meet their needs.
Access to more money, more credit, whatever your business needs. When you work hard for your money must work for you.
I got it. You got the loan? Man, I'm so happy for you. I never expected it to be so easy. Really? How was it? I was prepared, Donna. First, I had to tell them why I wanted the loan. Had all the relevant documents, my credit report, the financial records, the works. And when they reviewed my credit history, or I pay off my loans in full and on time, that sealed the deal.
So did the bank explain the terms of the loan to you?
Yes, Yes, the bank was upfront with everything. They gave me a copy of the loan agreement to review and explain the terms in detail. The amount of the loan, the fees, the duration of the loan, the currency of the amount they're lending me, how much I have to repay each month, when the first payment due, everything. The loan officer explained everything to me to make sure I understood, even the effective annual interest rate on the principal the bank charging me.
So how much the bank giving you?
The total loan is for 40,000 US dollars. Remember, I am importing equipment.
You can manage that?
Relax, big sister. That is why me and the loan officer discuss all the terms of the loan, and I have my copy of the loan agreement. I have it under control.
Clearly, Marion and the bank dealt with the loan thoroughly, in keeping with the Banking Services Deposit-Taking Institutions Customer-Related Matters Code of Conduct. For the loan product, the bank must have informed her about the key terms and conditions, including the type of loan, currency of the loan, the total cost of the loan, the total amount to be repaid, the repayment method, all fees to be charged, periodic repayment amount and the frequency, and any penalties to be charged for early repayment or late payment. That's how it is under the law.
Brought to you today by the Bank of Jamaica, building an inclusive economy.
Join us Wednesdays at 6:20 a.m., 2:35, 6:45, and at 9:10 p.m. on Love 101 FM for Under the Law.
Under the Law was brought to you today by the Bank of Jamaica, building an inclusive economy. You're listening to Love 101, the family station. Today is being celebrated or acknowledged as World Hypertension Day. So it's time to raise awareness about hypertension and its effects on our health with World Hypertension Day on May 17, which is today. This day was created in 2005 by the World Hypertension League, a non-profit organization dedicated to raising awareness about hypertension and its effects on human health. It is a day to promote healthy lifestyle choices as well as provide support for those with high blood pressure. With proper education and knowledge, we can work together to prevent this often silent killer from affecting more people. So join us today in celebrating World Hypertension Day. So make sure that you monitor your blood pressure, eat healthy, exercise regularly, reduce stress levels, and educate yourself. It's World Hypertension Day and we want you to all be healthy. So again, ensure that you check your blood pressure, eat healthy, exercise regularly, reduce stress levels, and educate yourself. Coming up at 6:30, we have the morning news with Kimberly Levy. And then at 7 a.m., we have the morning watch with Reverend Dr. Dylan Toussaint. To those who are on Facebook and YouTube, we say goodbye for now. This next song that I'm going to be pulling up for you is one by Petra K. And this is the old school hymns medley. Since you know we're in worship Wednesday, we're going to be dropping that one for you.